Hello friends, I wanted to come on here today as a yoga teacher and as a parent educator and a mom. And if you've read any of the news lately or you follow anything happening in the yoga community, you probably know that there has been multiple cases of accusations of sexual assault, sexual misconduct, and abuse of power happening in many yoga lineages. And so for those of you who are new to yoga, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of styles of yoga, and there's studios all over the place. Now they're almost a dime a dozen, huge corporate studios, small mom and pop studios, and then there's also the very traditional style of yoga in temples and holy places. And some of the worst cases of abuse have come out of these lineages like Kundalini that are supposedly the purest and the holiest. And now we know that many of the teachers have allowed the lead teacher, Yogi Bhajan, committed some atrocious acts. And so here's what I want to offer up to you as a teacher and as a mom, to just give you this encouragement and motherly advice. Yoga is supposed to take you deeper to your intrinsic, authentic, and spiritual nature. And your spiritual nature is inside of you. It is not outside of you. It is not at the foot of some guru. It is not at an altar. And so if the practice that you are engaged in, or the teacher that you are studying under, ever makes you feel inferior through their actions, or tries to harm, hurt, humiliate, or shame you, run. Run as fast as you can in the opposite direction, because that is not what yoga is about. Look at Peggy. So right here, if it doesn't make you feel like this good and safe and loved, find another place, find another studio, study on your own. I have studied yoga for over 20 years, and I've dabbled in different styles, and one of the reasons that I never committed to one single practice is because I'm not a fan of religion. And so if there's a strict set of guidelines, I'm okay if those guidelines keep you safe. But if there is a power structure that puts one person above another, that's not what I'm about. I don't believe in that. So as you are embarking on your spiritual journey, I want to encourage you to take in the information that you receive. Take in what's good and what's pure. And even if that came from the mouth of somebody that was not pure, we're all conduits of energy. And so sometimes what happens is the people that begin as clear conduits, because other people worship them, and because people place themselves beneath that person or look at them as being a god, their light gets corrupted and they turn to the darkness and they abuse their power. So we all have to hold ourselves accountable to who we believe, hold ourselves accountable to our own actions. And when we see things that are wrong, that are harmful, that we need to be a voice and we need to call them out on it, because that's really the only way that we can be pure, is that we be uncomfortable by speaking out, because it is hard to speak out sometimes. It is hard to say, you know what? It's not right. It is hard to walk away from a family or a religion or a cult or a group where you feel like you found your sense of purpose. But what you can do is take whatever you think that you found there and trust that that's inside of you. So you can still embrace the teachings, you can still embrace yoga. You just don't have to embrace people that have been corrupted by their love of power over their love of people. Namaste.